Ariel and Adam and do occupy. That's great. That's great. Good morning. My name is Andrea Stander. I'm the director of Rural Vermont. We are a statewide grassroots membership organization committed to speaking up and taking action on behalf of Vermont's diversified farms. We are here today because in about an hour, actually less than an hour, James Tobin, who is the Vice President for National Affairs for the Monsanto Corporation, will be speaking at a conference of the Vermont Feed Dealers Association. His talk is titled, A U.S. Perspective on Sustainable Agriculture, Feed and Seed. We are here to say no to Monsanto's vision that global domination of our food supply by genetically engineered seeds and crops does not represent sustainable agriculture. It does not. We have a different vision for Vermont agriculture, and here to share that vision is Rural Vermont's board member and owner of Flack Family Farm in Fairfield, Doug Flack.
Good morning. Thanks very much. And thanks for being here. My farm's in Fairfield, and I've been farming there since the 1970s. I also have a background as a scientist, and I worked in many places in the world as a scientist, so I have the training to examine this issue of genetically modifying organisms and actually industrial agricultural techniques. And so I'd like to say a few words about that and say a few words about our vision. Also, I'd like to bring to your attention, and especially to the attention of our politicians and all our teachers and all the public that should be concerned, this book. Jeffrey Smith's book, Genetic Roulette. It's very important that everyone read this book. So I'm here because I know that the message that will be delivered down the street by Jim Tobin, Vice President for National Affairs of Monsanto, is fundamentally a lie. It is the wrong vision for Vermont, for the United States, and our planet. I say no to it. Yes. Monsanto promotes a destructive, unsustainable agriculture that we must reject. Their GMO organisms and farming practices are dangerous to plant, animal, human health, and whole ecosystems are already being disturbed. They are a huge threat to us and already are sickening people,
That's good. That's fine.
other living things, and spreading strange genes into the whole of our ecosystems, contaminating planet Earth. And it's quite incredible that so-called private enterprise can do this. Monsanto also uses its enormous power to manipulate scientific information, and that's why it's so critical to read this book. And to manipulate the media. The media has been incredibly compliant. Government is uneducated or else completely complicit in this, and to intimidate and then silence farmers. And so we're here to be vocal and right out there. It is clear that we are very endangered by the activities not only of Monsanto, but the whole of their world. The Monsanto agenda is really a roulette wheel, a loaded pistol. And you know, in traditional pistol roulette, there's a bullet in one chamber. This is different. There's a bullet in every chamber. And they've already been fired. straight at us. So what do I stand for and what do I support? I support rural Vermont's vision for a Vermont food-based, a community-based food system which is self-reliant, based on reverence for the earth. And this is key, reverence for the earth, reverence for our natural living systems. It builds living soils which nurture animals and people with wholesome, natural products supporting healthy, thriving farms and communities. And we have done a really good job of destroying that, and so rural Vermont's chief activity is in that direction. These communities in turn work to encourage and support current and future farmers, continuing the cultural heritage of Vermonters feeding Vermonters. This abundant and generous way of life celebrates our diversity and interdependence. Rural Vermont represents Vermont's community of family farmers, neighbors, citizens committed to supporting and cultivating a vital and healthy rural economy and community. We believe family farms and the healthy local food that they provide are at the heart of thriving communities and environmental sustainability. Economic justice for family farmers is the foundation of a healthy rural economy. Without a healthy rural economy, there's no such thing as a healthy economy. And that's one of the strange things of our current life. Towards this end, we strive to counter corporate consolidation and dominance of agriculture and our food supply. GMO contaminated foods must not be in our future. At the heart of Vermont's future, Rural Vermont is a statewide grassroots organization dedicated to building a prosperous rural life. We support rural economic policy for Vermont that recognizes the importance of agriculture and natural resource-based industries, support for small rural businesses, along with good jobs, fair wages, decent health care, housing and transportation for all rural citizens. We are committed to a broad-based, sustainable agriculture in harmony with the needs of family, community, and the environment for future generations. Please join us in this essential work, and thank you.
Thank you, Doug, very much. We appreciate that. And next, I'd like everybody to welcome a very important person in this movement, Rachel Nevitt from Full Moon Farm.
I've become a very important person in this movement. Great. Glad to hear it. It is my life's goal to make a difference. And if I was going to make a difference anywhere, it's right here. My name is Rachel Nevitt. I am a certified organic vegetable and certified organic meat farmer in Hinesburg, Vermont. My husband, David Zuckerman, and I are also the only sole Vermont farmers who are involved in a landmark case, Organic Seed Growers and Trade Association et al., that means us, et al., versus Monsanto. We're still involved. We will be involved until the end. Our lawyer told us that there was a chance that we could lose everything in this. And I think if we make a difference, if our voices are heard, we will lose nothing in this effort. I have taken time away from my farm and my crew and my family this morning to protest the audacity of Jim Tobin, Vice President of Industry Affairs for Monsanto Corporation, to accept an invitation from the Vermont feed and seed dealers to speak about being sustainable. At this point in my speech, I was going to say that inviting James Tobin to speak about sustainability was akin to inviting Adolf Hitler to speak about the benefits of cultural diversity. When I turned my speech into Rob, he said, I was going to say the same thing. And I thought, if 2 out of 3 of your speakers are going to compare you to Adolf Hitler, you have a PR problem. They know they have a PR problem, and they have already co-opted our seeds. They have tried to take the rights of farmers to save their own seeds away from them, and now they want to take our image away from us as well. They are working on the words sustainable, benevolent, successful, efficient. They want to co-opt these words as well. These are words that belong to good farmers who conventional or organic, good farmers who value the life contained in a seed and the importance of preserving the land on which we grow these seeds. These words should never be associated with Monsanto and their ever more apparent bottom line. Creating a seed that cannot be selectively saved or improved upon is not sustainable. Asking farmers to buy all their seed annually from the same corporation is not sustainable. Forcing farmers to buy Monsanto's compatible herbicide annually is not sustainable. Widespread overuse of Roundup herbicide leading to the creation of glyphosate-resistant superweeds is not sustainable. Suing farmers for saving seeds is not sustainable. Suing farmers for cross-contamination is not sustainable. Annihilating seed diversity is not sustainable. Not properly testing your products for long-term health or environmental effects is not sustainable. Causing a never-before-seen-on-earth pathogen that affects our livestock's ability to reproduce is not sustainable. Spending $7.1 million out of their pocketbook to keep California consumers in the dark is not sustainable. What is sustainable here, folks, is our voice of dissent. Our constant vigilance over Monsanto's onslaught of attempts to take control of our food supply must be sustained.
Yeah.
Our desire for honest and just and moral and environmental action must be sustained. Our voices must be heard. Our words must remain our words. We must speak the truth to counter their untruths. We must take the time, as I am now, from our busy everyday lives, as Lisa is. She came out because she heard about this. Lisa came out here without knowing any of us to stand up for what she knows is wrong. We must draw attention to their unsustainable, untruthful, and unethical business practices. For if we don't, we will not be able to carry on with our sustainable, truthful, and ethical ones. Thank you for coming out today.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up with some more music from Ariel Zevon and Do Occupy. But before we do that, I want to say a huge thank you to Eli and his crew from Healthy Living Market for allowing us to be here this morning. They are on the forefront of promoting the sustainable community-based food system, and we thank them for that. So, Ariel, Adam, and the rest of the gang, and let's those who can stick around, let's do some singing. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, everyone can start it. Goes. No GMOs in our food now. No
GMOs in our food.
No GMOs in our food now.
No GMOs in our food now.